its effects against cancer. And it's very rich in antioxidants. We know that antioxidants are beneficial when a person has cancer. And so this is a case where it was actually shrunk in half in 2 weeks after 4 months of chemotherapy having no effect whatsoever except almost killing the poor child. So here we see that herbs really are a much, much better option when it comes to things like cancer and chronic disease. When it comes to life-threatening emergencies, you just cut your arm off, you've punctured a lung, you've been shot, stabbed, impaled by a fence post in a car accident. You know, that is where modern medicine really shines and really gets pretty good results. So if we can go to them and just get stabilized and patched up, and where we're not in immediate danger anymore, and then use herbs to recover and heal, I think that would be ideal. But in a lot of situations, especially with chronic problems, medicine just doesn't work. And when I say it doesn't work, I mean it doesn't give you the results that most people would want, like living longer and having better quality of life or getting rid of the disease. It does work in terms of suppressing symptoms a lot of times, but that doesn't give you the ultimate thing that you want, which is a longer, better, healthier life. So that's what I mean when I say it doesn't work. You can take an aspirin and get rid of a headache, but guess what? The headache comes back. If it was a cure, you would never have another headache again. So that's what I mean when I say that it doesn't work. So, okay. Let me see. Oh, I also want to emphasize that when I got off of my prescription drugs that I was on, some of them can be dangerous to go off of cold turkey. So you need to carefully, cautiously, after doing your homework and educating yourself, wean very gradually. And it can be great to have the help of a naturopath or a medical doctor who has a strong leaning toward natural therapies, or at least a respect for your wishes, to help you wean off. Some people have I've worked with, and they've just weaned themselves off. That's fine for them to choose. If you're at all unsure, I would suggest getting help, maybe a naturopath or someone who works with that kind of thing. Blood pressure drugs, antidepressants, and a number of others can be very dangerous to come off of cold turkey. And I've heard a number of stories of medical doctors actually taking patients off of those cold turkey when they should have known that that was potentially fatal. So if you do your homework, and it doesn't take years and years of study. If you just do your due diligence to find out about something before you do it, then you can probably do a better job at it than your doctor. And that's, disgraceful that modern medicine is in such a state. But really, I did a much better job than my doctor by doing my homework first. And I was a young child at the time through a lot of this, so my parents also did their homework and found out what needed to be done and then did it carefully and conscientiously. So just want to make sure to mention that. And okay, here is something that I sent to this last person when she sent me her testimonial and question about swimming pools. And this is something that people all over the world, it's not really widespread yet. It's spread widely, but it's not that common yet. But people have done this in many different parts of the world with perfect success. And it's grapefruit seed extract, and we've talked about that on the show before. And you can get that at any local health food store. You can even get it online. And I believe the website is nutribiotic.com, Nutribiotic. You can tell I was great at spelling when I was a child. Star of the spelling bee. So nutribiotic.com, and they're the ones who sell the grapefruit seed extract. And you can get it even in bulk enough to put in a swimming pool. And I've seen examples of people using this in swimming pools, in hot tubs. You can even put a few drops in your fish tank as an algicide, and it's non-toxic and it won't hurt the fish. And in fact, it helps prevent infections in the fish. And so not only is this stuff non-toxic to use in swimming pools, I also use it medicinally, internally and externally, to get rid of infections, bacterial, viral, fungal, parasitic. I've had people take one dose for an intestinal parasite and go back for a test and then say, their doctor said, well, it's dead as a doornail. I don't have any idea what you did. I don't even have anything to do that fast. But whatever you did, congratulations, it's gone, you're healthy, goodbye. And then I've also had people cured of life-threatening pneumonia that the doctors had pronounced a death sentence over them, and they were cured in a weekend with this stuff. So this is really, really powerful. And excuse me, and according to the laboratory tests that have been done on it, they compared it to chlorine bleach as far as their effectiveness in destroying disease germs. And they tested dozens and dozens of different pathogenic bacteria, viruses, and different things, and found that in every case, in every single case, the grapefruit seed extract was more effective than the chlorine. But that's not all. It was actually a minimum of 10 times. The areas where it was least effective, it was 10 times more effective than the chlorine bleach. And the areas where it was most effective, it was closer to 100 times as effective as the chlorine bleach. So this is stuff that I use in my laundry, in